What's up, gang? This is Brian B. I am a dance studio owner, an online business owner, and a small business consultant, and I'm talking about 5 things that we are typically doing wrong with our studios and online advertising and the goal of getting new customers. And these are not deep and detailed things. These are easy wins that don't require a lot of homework, like search engine optimization or paid advertising or anything like that. These are just simple, easy wins. So number 1 is online reviews. So one of the metrics that, you know, the little map listing, they call it the 3-pack, the little map listing. When you search for something, it shows up in a little map and dots. One of the things that Google looks for on that is online reviews. Is that Google Places active? So if you're not managing your Google Places and your online reviews, that's something that's easy to do. We actually have a sheet that we give to our students once they like us, and it walks them through how to do a Google review, a Yelp review, and a Facebook review. If you want that sheet, shoot me an email, brian@westcoastswingonline.com. Brian, B-R-I-A-N, at westcoastswingonline.com. Shoot me an email and I'll send you a copy of the one that we use for our students. You'll have to make it yourself, but you can model the one we have. So online reviews, number 1, quick, easy win. Number 2 is the website. A lot of us have been around a long time before the internet was a big thing. So making sure you have a clean, clear theme to your website, making sure it has very approachable pictures, making sure that the important stuff is there for the students to access. So number 1 is, what is your intro offer? What are they coming in to do? Obviously, we have to have our schedule for our group classes. A lot of people will search for that. That's probably the number 1 page, the number 1 search page on your website. Regardless of what we think, it's not the about page. It's not the little thing we write about waltzing or any of that stuff. It's going to be that page. The home page obviously has to have a clear path of what you want them to do. Do you have a free lesson? Do you have an intro offer? What do you want them to do? A good way to look at that website is you want someone to have no questions when they call you. You want them to be able to find all the information, frequently asked questions. What do I wear to my lesson? How do I dress? Do I need special shoes? All of those things should be answered, even pricing. And I know this is sacrilegious for a lot of studios, but nowadays, those of us who shop online, we want to know what things cost. So having the prices there, I recommend. So making sure that you are taking care of your website. And again, those are things you can do on your own. They don't require a lot of web developer and deep stuff. It's not search engine optimization and a lot of detailed stuff. That's a whole different discussion. Number 3 is answer your phone. And by the time someone goes ahead and looks for us online or gets a recommendation for someone and calls us, and then what do? We send them a voicemail. And we've all been guilty of that. Hey, we're on lessons right now. So finding a way to answer your phone. If it's not your budget to have a full-time person, one of the strategies I recommend to people is find someone that can work part-time. They're going to work full-time hours. You can run it off a cell phone and forward the number to a cell phone, and they can answer the phone a larger amount of hours per day than you would actually be able to pay the cute girl to sit at the front desk or the teacher to answer the phone, or we miss phone calls. So answer the phone, find a way to answer the phone, because that you're just missing out on business. And you could have that 2 lesson a week customer picks up the phone, hangs it up, calls the next studio, boom, you're out of the mix. Number 3, or that's number 3, number 4 is having a sales process. So I'm going to give you my spiel real quick. Someone calls, goes, hey, I want to do this and dancing this and wedding lesson this, and we go, great, we've got a free 30-minute intro. We get you an opportunity to come in, blah, 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 whatever that first thing is. Hey, I want to go learn from my blah, 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 blah. Hey, I'm interested in competing. Great, we've got a free intro lesson, blah, 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 blah. So almost the same answer, so you don't have to go through a lot of questions, just one clear answer that gets people going. So whatever that is. Hey, I want to learn dancing for blah, 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 for a cruise or for a birthday, a wedding, or to compete. Great, we've got this offer. So give them a clear thing, and then when they get in, have a process. Don't just sit down and go, hey, what do you want to do? Go, hey, this is what we recommend. We find that most of the people really enjoy dancing. They do this, this, and this, and present them with options, whether it's private lessons or group classes, whatever your vibe is, but have that process planned out ahead of time. Train your teachers or just think about it yourself. Again, it doesn't require a ton of effort, but clarifying that process for your studio, whatever makes sense for you, is super important so you can refine it, and later on you can fix broken parts of it where people aren't converting from their beginning lessons into the back end. So having a clear sales process for what people can expect out of dancing with you. And then the last one is consulting. And a lot of us have trouble paying for a consultant. Whether in my career, I have used traditional business consultants for general marketing purposes. I've used online consultants that help with the website. I've had email marketing consultants that help with that. I have an online business. I had one that I used to specifically help me with a YouTube channel. I have an online business that sells dance lessons online, and I've got a consultant that specifically helps with the specific type of business that I have. And what I found is, even though it's expensive, and I'll tell you my story. When I had back surgery about 5 years ago, I was faced with that thing that we all are, like, hey, how do I make a living if I can't show up and go to work? And it was kind of a fate thing. I had someone cold call me literally as a business consultant while I was waiting to have back surgery. And long story short, I hired that guy. It was more money than I had ever paid one person in my life. I did that for 6 months, and they promised a return on investment or my money back. And they were right on the money with what they were able to teach. And that set forth this path for me to find smart people that can help me with all the areas that I'm not smart at. Most of us are fantastic dancers. We understand dancing really well. Oddly enough, one of my original business consultants helped me understand the psychology of people in general, which actually helped me sell dance lessons more effectively. So if it's online space, I know a lot of us are not techie, having someone that can help with the website. And again, a lot of us don't have the types of businesses where we can afford to pay people for a long-term process, but paying them for several months or several hours to help you learn to do these things yourself, you will see an effect on the bottom line. So again, 5 things you're probably doing wrong. Pay attention to your online reviews. That's an easy win. Again, shoot me an email if you want my little sheet on how we do that. And please don't ask 30 people all at once. And so the first week of May, you get 30 reviews, and then you don't have any for the rest of the year. It's a part of the process. Taking care of your website, making sure that's up to date. Again, if you need to pay a consultant to help with search engine optimization, or even to help do some of the best strategies there, that's important. Answer your dang phone. Again, there's different ways you can attack that, so be creative, but try like heck to answer your phone. Then having a clear process that our students can go through for every aspect of your business. Having even for people who compete, like we have a sheet for people who compete, you know, hey, I need to get started with competing. Well, here's the things you need to worry about. Here are the costuming requirements for your form of dance. Here are the things you're going to need traveling to dance lessons. Here are the fees. Instead of just like shouting it out there, write all that stuff down, have a sheet, give it to them. So a clear process, sales process or otherwise. And then number 5, do not be afraid to ask and pay for help. I promise it will be useful for you long term. So if you have any questions, shoot me an email, brian@westcoastswingonline.com. That's my online business, West Coast Swing Online. And I hope you guys kill it and have a great day.